What's up, YouTube? This is Neil Maddock. I have another update for everybody here. First of all, I'd like to thank everybody for subscribing, for leaving comments. I love the input. It's awesome to get the subscribers, so thank you, everybody. And now I'd like to take you all through my layout. I've made, like I said, made a couple changes. Intermodal terminal entrance, the truck entrance, still pretty much the same. Trying to get that set in the layout here where I want it. Another big change, I added a foot to the layout here so that I can maintain a minimum of a 24-inch radius throughout the entire layout. This is a 28-inch radius on this curve here. The 24-inch is the inside radius, which leads into the intermodal yard. I believe in my last update I had 4 tracks in the intermodal yard, and now there are just 2. I switched the direction of the auto rack tracks, and I actually picked up a Walther's, I think it's platinum line auto rack, and it's pretty cool, pretty detailed. I'm pretty happy with it, and I'm still trying to obtain a Cornerstone distribution facility so that I can get the auto loading racks that the cars drive up onto the auto rack. Also have picked up a container crane from Cornerstone. Did a little bit of weathering on it where the trains and trucks might cross underneath it. Some exhaust marks. Also, it comes with magnets for the crane, and I just jammed a couple bottle caps in the container, and it sticks to the crane. It's pretty cool. It's completely positionable. You can slide it across, up and down. It's pretty sweet. Moving on down, I have a locomotive shed for a switcher. I'll probably get a smaller switcher, although this Southern Pacific GP60 is pretty cool. I did the remarking myself. However, it's an old Athearn blue box and it wasn't running very well, so I took the motor out so it can be a dummy, and there it sits. So maybe it'll go in a consist later. Shed from Rick's Pike Stuff. This is the MeJack facility, or the container crane facility. This is all BLMA K-rail, and this is I guess where they're gonna park and be serviced, and this is the service shed for those. That's a modern office building from Pike Stuff. Put the door on the second floor and added a staircase, and it turned out pretty cool. So the office is upstairs. There's the roll-up door, a little warehouse in the back, and container crane here. Get rid of this container. We'll drive right down and cross either here on the BLMA concrete crossings and park in this stall for service, or we'll continue on for this one and can park in this stall for service. And I have 2 stalls because I'm currently working on assembling a second crane, which I'm very excited about. So as we keep moving on over here, this I might try to make a MOW facility, or a maintenance of way facility. Some Pike Stuff loading docks and an MOW track right here so they can load equipment. And that is kind of one end of my locomotive or railroad service center. Over here I have a scratch-built shed, which is, take the top off here, my locomotive wheel lathe that I scratch-built, and that is a single track that sits under this scratch-built shed here. This is a Pike Stuff 2-stall engine house. I just Sharpied the cork black for now, but I'm planning on getting a Pico inspection pit and putting it in there. I was thinking about scratch building one, but the Pico one's pretty cool. It's got drains molded in it, and it's actually not very expensive. But any case, it's going to be a little car shop. May put a overhead crane over this concrete section back here. But that is a track off here. This is the fueling and sand rack. This is from Hellian or Heljan, and it came with some non-working light fixtures and lots of hose racks and fuel pumps and some cool stuff. About $25 from the hobby shop. So I thought that was a pretty good deal, because it's about twice as long as the Cornerstone one that I had before. Even though it doesn't have the same modern look to it, I think it'll be just fine for my layout. I have my old sand bunker here and sand house in place. That'll probably go away because I'm trying to build a modern sanding tower. It's a grain elevator and a piece of PVC pipe right now, but hopefully I'll turn that into a sand silo, which will distribute the sand via a conveyor over to an overhead crane, which will take the sand to the locomotives. Sort of a more modern method of sanding locomotives. Also, there will be lots of fuel pumps along here, so fuel and sand facility. Moving into 3 tracks, going into inspection pits and service area here. One of these tracks will go over a drop transfer table. It will transfer manually. It will not drop, but you can see the pit. I've got it painted concrete. Got the drop transfer table built. It's all scratch built. These are Walther's Cornerstone overhead traveling crane. Same one I'm going to do for the sanding facility. Probably scratch build a sand box for the top instead of these motors that I scratch built here. A little more modern than the included motor housing, I think. And eventually I would like to get a built up Cornerstone transfer table, put it in this area here, so instead of having to do turnouts in this sort of small space that I have, I can do the transfer table, get back to the main line with one turnout, and then continue on around here. Eventually there will be more yard in this area. But that's what I've got going on so far. I hope you like it. Hopefully I'll get DCC, get rid of the Tech 2. Looking at the Digitrax system, I'm just trying to decide if I want to buy a Zephyr or save up and get the Empire Builder kit. So it's kind of a big investment for the Empire Builder kit, but ultimately for my layout might serve my purposes a little bit better. I also have my Atlas SD24, and I did some weathering too. Sorry if it's a little out of focus here, but it's a pretty cool locomotive that I got. This is my other Athearn GP60 Blue Box that's been remarked for Union Pacific. Athearn Genesis SD70M, Kato-9. Those are the only locomotives that I have right now. But yeah, the Southern Pacific GP60 Athearn Blue Box. And again, with the Cotton Belt GP60 are both unpowered now. And that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoy my video, and please rate and comment, and keep watching and keep checking back for more updates. Thanks a lot.